Hey guys.
Hello.
Ew.
Welcome to episode 9 of the Chorus Effect podcast. I feel like we haven't actually first off, thank you for that.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't actually did an actual introduction lately. I feel like we only did an episode 1, so hello, in case you're just joining us now, my name is Dylan.
And I am Hayley.
And this is the Chorus Effect podcast.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes. I guess that's the beginning and end of that intro.
Yeah, if you don't know who we are by now, that kind of sucks for you. Maybe you should listen to the other 8 episodes.
Yeah. Bitch.
Yeah, the fuck are you doing here? Go back to episode 1.
What are you wearing, dude? Seriously.
Dude, why do you have that hat on right now?
Outta here,
Take
dude.
that off. Yo, you see their shoes?
Oh.
Look at them. What are those?
Well, Hayley, let's just get it out of the way. This is our second time recording episode 9.
It's all right.
It's fine. You see, we're gonna be transparent with you,
Yeah.
with you beautiful motherfuckers listening to this.
We love you.
We fucked up.
A little.
Well, specifically, I fucked up. Hayley kind of just sat there.
I never know what's going on. I'm just kind of here.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it wasn't fully you. It was your computer.
True, but I feel like I should have been more vigilant and seen that.
Well, I'm going to cut you some slack.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Because I feel like we didn't have to worry about that before. It was already just a thing over there.
True.
So basically, we were just on the wrong audio thing while we were recording last time. And we sounded like shit.
Yeah, it sounded like we recorded it in a tin can.
Yeah, like we were coming through on an AM radio station.
And not even like the cool kind of
no.
old-timey radio effect, like legit 240p quality audio.
Yeah. Did you actually say that when you told me? Because that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah. I was explaining to a coworker who's like a musician, and he was like, "Oh, well, I mean, like if it just sounds like quiet, you can, you can just." And I was like, "No, it sounds like compressed."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, yeah, then you're fucked."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I might hold on to the original recording of episode 9.
There were some funny moments in though.
Yeah,
in
maybe
there.
like save it for later.
Yeah.
We had a sort of guest.
There was a weird paranormal presence.
Some skinny fuck who happens to resemble Hayley's boyfriend.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. He was kind of next to me the entire time, which I don't know what that was
He
about.
looked translucent, honestly. Like you kind of see his organs pumping inside of him.
He is pretty pale though.
Yeah.
Just the way I like him. Tall, skinny, ghostly. Yeah.
Effeminate.
Yeah, a little. Just a little. Just a little. The pearl necklace be nice,
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He made me read a really disgusting Reddit post. I feel like
I
might
was
save
so
that.
pissed. I was genuinely annoyed.
I could see it on your face. Trust me, bro. I didn't want to read it. I saw the.
You're like, I didn't
it.
want to. He made me.
I was trying to be nice. This is the man you feel affection towards.
I know. You could hear if you ever release that part. You can hear where I'm like, all right, can we move the fuck on? This is fucking disgusting. Let's talk about this other topic, please.
Yeah, because we were on. Oh,
We're not doing that this one, no.
No?
No, I got other things to talk about.
Okay. We'll save it we'll do it again with a fresh mindset.
There's a different, you'll see later.
Okay.
I need to burp already. Hello?
That sounded like I already added an effect to it. But that was live.
That was like a 3-in-1.
Yeah, I didn't do anything to that. I promise you.
Anyways, sorry.
So, but yeah, I feel like I might use some cutouts from the initial recording.
Oh yeah, those should definitely. That'll be 9 3/4.
Sure. Yeah. Did you mean to reference Harry
Potter?
I did. I'm proud of you.
I did.
Yeah, Hayley watched the first 2 Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, I'm on a journey, guys. Are you proud of me?
I'm proud. I am.
It's only taken 23 years and an outside influence to get me to watch them.
Those two are my favorites. And then I
They
think
were good. I did enjoy them.
the last one, the very last one, is great. But I feel like it doesn't make any sense unless you would have watched all the other ones.
Oh.
Because
Well, isn't that like how it works?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, maybe if you watched it on its own, if you had no idea what was going on, you'd be like, oh, this is pretty fucking badass.
Oh.
But like.
But in conjunction with the rest, it's weird.
Well, the eighth one, it feels like an actual climax to the story. It feels like it wraps it up. People don't really like the ending of the movie.
Okay. Yeah, which one's like the worst? Is there like a
by far, I think the worst one is the second to last one.
Okay.
Deathly Hallows Part 1. It's such a boring movie.
Damn.
Like nothing interesting happens until like the very end. And like the entire it's just like a bunch of like young adults just like running around the wilderness for like an hour and a half.
Watch, that one's gonna be my favorite.
I swear to fucking God.
That's just how it works a lot of the time with movies and books.
You know, it's funny because they changed up the tone of the films the more they go on, because movies like Twilight started coming out and like they were like, oh, we need to start appealing to that demographic. Like yeah, so you'll see the movies get like darker and edgier as they go on.
I mean, is that not how the books are? Do they not evolve that way in the books?
From what I've heard, no.
Okay.
I
feel like as long as the essence is there.
Yeah.
Like they didn't stray too far on purpose just for the aesthetic, then.
Yeah. I personally haven't read the book. Noah's read the books, my brother. But
those are pretty massive.
Yeah, I'd love to.
The Twilight ones are really long too.
Yeah, I know. They're bricks.
I read all of them.
Yeah.
Just last year though, it took me a while.
How come the brick books that I love, like the Aragon series, how come when they get a movie, it's like a giant heaping pile of shit?
I feel like it takes so much to get a book right.
Yeah.
As a movie. I don't know why. Everything's there for you. I understand like having to cut things out like for time purposes, but like everything's there for you.
I know. I feel like Aragon should be redone as like a series. But like people probably be like, this is just like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. I'm like, no, it's different. It's different.
Alex actually said that Twilight should have been a series because there's a lot of like smaller details that like.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like every book should be a series.
Then you get more out of it. But then I was like, what is that casting going to look like now? Also, we probably shouldn't mess with that because like the Twilight fan base is like a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like it could be done right though.
It definitely could.
I really don't know who would be in it though.
Yeah, well, let's not stress ourselves out about that.
I'll do a fan cast. That's what I'll do in my free time.
I feel like we strayed really far. Oh, yeah. The cutouts, and then you said 9 3/4 and Harry Potter. Yeah. Harry Potter, it's fucking great.
I think it's better that I'm watching them now because, like I said, after the first one, I was like, I would have hated this as a kid. So that's probably why I probably saw a little bit of it when I was younger, and I was like, not interested.
Yeah, no, I whenever it would play, whenever the 1 and 2 would play on Disney Channel as a kid, I would always.
It played on Disney Channel
all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it always played on Disney Channel and like ABC Family.
Channel. ABC Family I get, but I didn't think it would be part of Disney.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Why would it be playing on there then?
They were like, hey, can we show this movie on Disney? And then who's gonna turn that down?
I don't know. I just thought like Disney only played their own shit always. Like I noticed it took me a while growing up. I was like, they only play commercials about other Disney things. Like there's never normal like toy commercials like there is on Nick.
Yeah.
It took me a while to realize that because I was a Nick fan mostly, I think.
I think
we talked about that, right?
Yeah, I was mostly Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
But all right.
But yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is episode 9.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have the intro music playing for that entire thing. Just like really slowed down.
Yeah.
You know, I think our first topic should be, considering we are recording this on November 17th.
Bro.
What's going on in 8 days?
Yummy feast time.
Green bean casserole.
Fuck yeah. I'm having that. I'm making that on Friday, though.
You're making it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And stuffing and yams and banana bread.
Go on. Yeah.
I'm chefing it up.
You chefing out here, dude.
Yeah. It's going to be delicious.
I wonder what I would make.
Most of the stuff, like the traditional stuff, is pretty easy to make.
I feel
Just like that turkey bitch that takes a long ass time.
Oh, I'm gonna hate having to cook the turkey in the future. I'm sure I'm gonna be cursing up a storm. My wife's gonna be like, "It's okay, it's okay."
Yeah, I
like,
don't know why it's such a hassle.
It's just a bitch. Like
It
just
is the
watch
bitch.
my parents do it. It's so stressful. Maybe I don't know, green bean casserole would be easy. I feel like my mom's.
It's so good.
It's like her signature thing to make the cheesy potatoes.
My mom makes spicy mashed potatoes. Cannot wait to fuck those up.
Oh, maybe I'll cross it. Maybe some with like broccoli or something. I don't know. Does broccoli belong?
You can make whatever the fuck you want. Make it your own shit.
I know what I will.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I think that would be good for you.
Thank you.
Don't stay in the confines of like a Americanized
traditional
feast.
American. Well, I mean, it's an American house. So.
Yeah, you're right.
The disgusting Americans took this American holiday and Americanized it. Typical America. I feel like, yeah, something with like broccoli and cheese and some, maybe some rice in there.
So, like, chicken and broccoli casserole? My mom used to make that all the time. That shit was bussin'. Why are casseroles be hitting?
And they're so easy to make.
Yeah, you just throw all that shit together and mix it up, put it in the oven, damn, come out hot and yummy.
And damn, it's ready.
And damn, there it is. And then I eat it, and then it's delicious.
Honestly, just think about how easy it is just to make chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Rice, chicken, cream of mushroom soup.
There it is.
Yeah. And it's one of the tastiest dishes you can make, and it's so fucking cheap. So fucking cheap.
That's what I should be making for myself.
Yeah.
I'm poor.
Dead ass, that's probably going to be one of the first meals I make when I live by my own. All right. Well, we talked about, in the other episode, our spooky episode, you talked about, like, decorating and stuff for Halloween.
Yeah.
Does family go just as hard for Thanksgiving?
No.
No? Does your family go right to Christmas, or they just, like, chill for November?
I'm trying to remember. I think we would do like a quick couple of like sticky things in the windows, like turkeys and whatever, like leaves.
Yeah.
I don't know, like fall theme stuff. Maybe like a plaid blanket as our curtains or whatever. But we used to go pretty all out for Christmas. Recent years, not as much because my dad's old and has shitty knees. But, yeah, I remember we would, like, string lights all up in the tree in the front yard, and my dad would put candy canes all on the perimeter of the lawn, throw stuff on the porch. We used to have those reindeer bitches. I don't know. I think we only, like, lined the house with lights, like, once. But I don't know if that was a consistent thing, because that's a lot of work.
Yeah,
I think my dad mostly did what he could, like, on the lawn and said, fuck you to the house.
Yeah, I get really anxious every time my dad goes by on the roof.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like...
You always expect the worst.
It's like, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. Like, our neighbors won't mind.
Right. Santa won't mind. He'll know.
Yeah.
He'll know you put in the effort.
Yeah, Christmas we go pretty hard with all the lights and stuff, but Thanksgiving we're pretty. I mean, you were just downstairs.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw like my
There's
mom.
some
likes
stuff. It's cute.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would do like some nice like harvest theme stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel Thanksgiving is severely underrated, and I'm glad there is some, recognition going on here.
Yes.
Not in my house, because I just can't really afford decorations right now. I actually don't know if I'm even gonna get a tree.
No.
First off, I don't know how much they are. Second of all, I'd have to get a super tiny one. Third of all, even if I get a tiny one, I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
And Min.
Yeah, Min might eat it.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Fucking bitch. If you're listening to this, Min, bitch.
Oh, be nice to her. She's so cute.
She's gonna tear down that Christmas tree.
She probably would, though.
How cute is she?
She's very cute. She's just doing cat things.
As we were discussing before we started recording, in relation to Fire Emblem, if you're cute enough, you can get away with war crimes.
Yeah, it's very true.
Could you imagine if Kim Jong-un was actually attractive? You think we'd think North Korea was that terrible?
Yes, I hope so. Be like, damn, he kind of hot though.
Well, if he was like a 10 out of 10, I feel
Point that nuclear bomb at me.
Yo, I feel like the halo effect would hit us pretty hard, dude.
With the way people react to attractive people these days, like the things that they say, the whole like daddy issues thing.
I'm telling
like,
you, dude.
People be getting brave.
I'm telling you, if Kim Jong-un was a muscular, like, strong-jawed...
If he was a member of BTS.
Bro.
Or like...
He could literally, like... He literally take the gun from the firing squad himself and just, like, mow down, like, his prisoners on camera with a
like,
smile.
Wow.
And people would be like, God damn, I stand that.
I stand that. Oh, my God. No, there definitely would be, like, fan accounts on Twitter. That's for sure. I really want Arby's right now. I'm sorry. I contemplated getting Arby's before I got here, but I was like, I better fucking not.
I'm going to be ruined for the rest of the night.
Honestly. It's so good.
Only thing I want from Arby's is one of those mocha shakes.
Never.
No?
No.
Oh.
I really don't have it that often. It was like a treat growing up.
Yeah. Oh, I've had Arby's maybe like 3 times my entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you for or against it?
What?
Arby's. Because
What
there's a lot of Arby's hate.
I don't really...
Niaga, I'm talking to you.
What? Why does Niaga hate it?
I don't know. Him and Miles, I believe, we got into like a debate on Twitter a couple times. Because one of them was saying something like, who keeps Arby's in business? What are y'all getting from there?
Okay.
Why y'all eating there?
To be fair, Arby's is always surprisingly busy every time I drive by.
Really?
Yeah, every time I go to Tim Hortons or like I drive by, there's always like a surprising amount of people in there. And I don't know anyone who eats there.
Me. I mean, not frequently. I would like to. It's really good. I don't know. I just don't know why it gets shit on all the time.
I mean, personally, I think it's just kind of unappetizing to me. As much as I love meat, I don't know, Arby's, I'm not into it.
I was just now like getting into a debate with one of my coworkers because he was like, you want roast beef from a fast food place? I was like, it's just beef. What's the difference when you get a burger literally anywhere?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know, but it's different. And I was like, you don't even know. You don't even know your own argument. And I was like, those curly fries could end me if they wanted to. They're so good.
I let them stomp on me.
I would. Step on me, Arby's curly fries, please.
The tallest stilettos you can find.
Put the heel directly in between my eyes.
It's fucking terrible.
It's really good though.
I'm not doubting you.
Please do. People get mean about it. I'm just trying to.
It's okay. Calm down. Hey. I don't know. I'm not gonna dig on Arby's. But I mean.
I think it's just one of those things that people like to hop on a hate train for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start boycotting like Burger King.
Oh, that's just mean.
They gave me food poisoning once. I could do it.
Oh, that's okay. Well, you never said that.
Yeah, from their fucking chicken nuggies. Gave me food poisoning when I was like 7. Still never had those ever since then.
Right.
Chicken fries though, that's different.
Actually, yeah, I can't remember the last time I ever had chicken nuggets from Burger King.
Chicken nuggets. I always preferred the McDonald's chicken nuggets and Burger King fries.
Yes.
And I was a little spoiled bitch when I was younger, and I would make my mom go through the drive-thru at both.
Yeah, you told me that. I
Yeah.
can't believe your mom put up with that.
I was spoiled in some aspects. I
Yeah.
won't deny that.
I would tell my kids to fuck right off.
I think she only did it like twice, but I would ask like every time, and she's like, "No, we're here at this one. You're getting both."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's like not even like the we have food at home argument. It's like
yeah,
we're
no.
literally in this drive-through.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would you do if one of your kids said that to you?
I'll do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's so few like joys in life. I'll give them that.
Wow, that got real fucking. Wow. Okay.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's a big deal. I feel like if you would do something like that for yourself, you should do it for your kids. And I would absolutely do that for myself.
I would not do that for myself.
I would. So see who's got their priorities straight here. It's not me.
This reminded me of something. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, no. But do you remember that one year that basketball team that won? They went to the White House, and
Oh yeah.
and Trump got them like fast
McDonald's?
food. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
there's
it-
just
was
like
it
a
McDonald's?
pyramid of fucking like Big Macs on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
To be fair, I personally, every time I've ever gone to like a fancy event, I've always like hated most of the food because they all try to be like really fancy.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm down for like more simple foods.
Yeah. Yeah, your palate is
It's not that adventurous.
yeah, no.
I'm not saying I don't like some like exotic or like
You just want chicken nuggets and fries,
I
please.
just want chicken tenders and
Oh,
some
yeah.
spaghetti with butter. Yeah.
Butter noodle.
That's not true. That's my brother.
Yeah.
No, he puts cheese on it. It's okay. But like one time I went to the induction of my aunt into the Buffalo Sports Hall of Fame, and they served us apple chicken. It was like
What?
chicken on the bone
Uh-huh.
with like apple in it.
What?
Was not good. And it was like the only thing I could actually eat on that plate. Everything else was like mush or just like unrecognizable.
Apple chicken?
Yeah. Not good.
That sounds like a not good time.
It wasn't. I was starving going into it and I was starving leaving there.
I'm trying to like I can't even what did it look like?
It looked like
Like what how was the apple part of it?
it looked like
Was it like diced?
yeah, it
like
was diced up.
okay.
It almost looked like the filling of an apple pie, but like much smaller pieces.
Ew.
In a chicken still on the bone.
I don't want that to exist.
Yeah, but that's what I think of when I think of like if I'm going to the White House, they're gonna serve me some shit on like that level.
See, you gotta be somewhere between that and McDonald's, I feel like.
You see, she almost fell off the fucking bed.
Do you think she'll let me, like, grab?
So far, so good. Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm sorry to disturb you. You're just so cute.
Felicia is letting Hayley pet her for a lot longer than I was expecting.
And she rubbing on me.
Damn, she's getting her fucking pheromones on you, dude.
I want them.
Hand them over.
Give me them pheromones. You are so pretty. You're a little princess. Ow! Okay.
Yep, there's the nails.
It's okay. I got what I wanted out of that.
I'm satisfied.
You may go. The deed is done.
You say it to Alex.
I got what I came for. You can go now.
Oh God.
Jesus.
But yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
there's a streamer I follow named Jerma, and he said that he said that, like every wedding he's ever gone to, all like the little like hors d'oeuvres are always like really unfulfilling.
Yeah.
And like just like really shitty like little like cocktail wieners and stuff. He's like, you're telling me if you're at a wedding and like people were walking around with platters of like $1 McDonald's sandwiches, you wouldn't be completely like stoked about that?
I mean, there's a time and a place for those kinds of foods.
Yeah,
I don't know that that's one of them.
Well, could you imagine if we were like,
If we were at your sister's wedding and someone just came up to me and was like, Big Mac?
yeah, exactly.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
and it was like McDonald's chicken sandwich.
No.
I'd be like, what's on it? And they're like,
What's on it?
pickles. And we're like, thank you.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be, like, disappointed, but I'd be confused.
I'd give my sister a weird look. Be like, you never discussed this with us.
This wedding is in a McDonald's. It's sponsored by
Like,
McDonald's.
wait a minute. I just looked around. Hayley, you have some explaining to do.
She's like, they paid me for this.
Listen, I got a free wedding out of it. I
Right.
don't know what you're on about. What a weird alternate timeline that is.
Well, it's out there. It's out there somewhere. That happened.
Technically speaking. I also just want to quickly say, it just reminded me, for anyone who hasn't watched the show Community, the Chaos Theory episode is completely worth watching the show. There's an episode where there's 7 different timelines that they show. If you ever seen the GIF of Childish Gambino walking in on like people on fire with him holding like a pizza box, that's from that episode, and that is actually the darkest timeline, which plays into like more of the show.
I remember you like. There was a few episodes that you were like, I gotta tell you everything about this.
Some episodes I was raving. That was one of the episodes I raved about. I can't. I still have yet to.
Oh yeah, you didn't finish it.
I never finished it because well, season 5 is like not good.
Right.
Well, people say season 4 isn't good. Season 4 is great compared to season 5. And there's a bunch of episodes that got cut out of Netflix.
Ew, why?
One of them had blackface in it.
Oh.
But they still had the blackface in the Office episode.
There's blackface in the Office?
Yeah, there's like a Christmas episode where like there's like a 5-second joke where like someone has like, because the joke is that Dwight is playing like a character from like his family's like home country, and the one guy looks it up and he's like, apparently he has like a blackface sidekick or something like that, and he's like, Dwight, tell me you didn't do that, and he's like, no, of course not, and then he like sends a text and it goes out to the parking lot and there's a guy walking in with blackface and he gets text, he's like, damn it, and he goes back to his car. That's the whole joke. I haven't seen the episode, but that's why they removed it from Netflix, and then they cut out like the other. But the thing is, it was the Dungeons and Dragons episode, okay. And then there's 2 more Dungeons and Dragons episode later on in the series, but I didn't watch those because I'm like, how can I watch these if I literally can't watch the first Dungeons and Dragons episode?
Oh, do they like tie into one another or?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that kind of sucks.
Yeah. And then I saw on the Community Wiki, which is a real thing, that the episodes on Netflix are actually like edited differently than their original airing.
I feel like I've heard that for other shows too.
Yeah, I don't like that. I want to watch it how it was intended to be watched.
That's like when they put shit on there, and like it'll be a full series of something, but only put like 3 seasons of it. Yeah. Like, what sense does that make? Don't even put it on there.
Yeah, it's like, don't tease me like that. So I want to get like the box set. I want to get like all 6 seasons and watch the show like it was meant to be watched.
There you go.
So that if anyone has now watched Community, I cannot recommend that show enough to you.
Joel McHale.
Oh my God!
I had a crush on him growing up.
You would love Community then. There's some shirtless scenes of him. Looks good.
I think it's just, I don't know what it is actually.
It might be himbo energy.
He's not a himbo. He's not dumb. Is he in the show?
No, he's actually one of the smartest characters in the show.
Well, you can't be a himbo without being dumb.
Are himbos typically dumb?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
all the
part
examples,
of it.
I feel like all the examples I've seen, they're like moderately intelligent.
Like who?
Well, people say like Crom from Fire Emblem is a himbo.
I can't attest to that.
I know you can't attest to that, but like he's not dumb by any means. He's not dumb.
I'm trying to think of. I don't know. You can't attest to this either, but like Emmett from Twilight, he's a himbo.
Yeah, I can.
He's the big beefy guy.
Okay. So is himbo literally just like big muscular man who's not intelligent? Is that just what
Kinda.
himbo is?
Here, let me see if there's like a maybe Urban Dictionary.
You go to Urban Dictionary, I'll go to Actual Dictionary.
Okay. Is it in the actual dictionary?
Weirder things in the actual dictionary, dude.
Are they?
Yeah.
I don't frequent the regular dictionary.
I don't dispute. Himbo, there it is.
Himbo. All right, you go first.
An attractive but stupid young man. It's listed as slang.
Should I read the example on this as well? So the short one says, think bimbo, but actually better. And it says, he's a little slow, but he's trying his best. Big, beefy, almost always has a nice ass, and drinks respect women juice. Most of the time, the only thing playing in his brain is elevator music. Just don't make him think too hard and you should be good.
I love that.
So yeah, like Emmett from Twilight.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of other people who that would apply to.
I don't. You know, that I think about that. Yeah, I don't agree that Crom. I think himbo applies to Crom. So whoever made that post, I disagree with you.
Oh wow, what a Karen motion you just did.
Excuse me. I actually hate myself doing this.
So do I. I hate you right now.
No one can see it, but just think of a motion you'd watch.
Oh yeah,
a Karen do.
you know what he's doing.
Yeah. I need a shower after that.
What were we doing? How'd we get here?
I just wanted to rant
It's
about
been
community.
33 minutes. We haven't talked about anything.
We talk about Thanksgiving.
That's kind of nice, though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving. I cannot wait. I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I think I said it the last time and I regretted it. Do you not remember what I said? Did I actually say it out loud or did I just think it?
It happens sometimes. What'd you say, Haley?
I didn't fully say it. You finished it for me.
Let's see if we can repeat it.
I love green bean casserole. And if I had a penis, I would fuck green bean casserole with that penis.
I would stick my 10-inch meat hammer into a fucking dish of green bean casserole.
I absolutely would.
And then I would
out the oven.
Then I'd bring it out and go, that was very hot. That was a mistake.
No, it'd be worth it.
I have third-degree burns on my penis.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I just want to say real quick. This was the quick mention thing I wrote down.
Yeah.
I can't believe it took us half an hour to say this, but we actually have another new piece of equipment today. I feel like it's doing nothing because I can hear that right in my ear. But we have
I'm right up on the mic. Of course you're gonna hear it.
puff guards. We have puff guards.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Pick a penis.
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 Penis?
Hello? Penis?
Penis.
Yes, this is penis.
Penis speaking.
You've reached penis. Anyway.
We're college graduates.
Yeah. 23-year-olds.
Yeah, so I apologize. I feel like with like these really nice microphones, our disgusting mouth noises are just that much more prevalent, and I try to edit them out as best as I can. But if they still make it through to the final cut, I do apologize. So hopefully these puff guards sort of help us out with that. But it's never gonna be perfect.
Who makes more gross mouth noises?
I think it's even.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I always try to like pull away if I need to like sip or gulp or.
Yeah.
I muffle a lot of my burps. I don't let all the burps out.
Yeah. I can't attest to that.
But yeah, I always try to like pull back if I need to like gather the spit. What?
It might be me. I whistle a lot when I talk.
I used to do that a lot when my teeth were worse.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just because the air was going everywhere through my teeth.
I don't know why. I think just the way I say S's, just like the way my lips grow. But.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, just wanted to acknowledge that these cute little puff guards.
What are they called? Oh yeah, Dragon Pad.
Dragon Pad, the cheapest pop filters I could find on Amazon. Well, no, they had good reviews, so like they were cheap, but like people were like swearing by them. But I've also heard that puff guards sometimes don't make any difference, and sometimes it's just.
I mean, did it just now when I did the p thing?
Well, when you go really intense like that, I mean, it's kind of still like
proper.
That didn't sound bad.
Pepper.
I don't know. I think I'll leave it up to the people listening. If like it.
Pussy.
Oh, you did forget that one. What's
Pussy.
some other P words? Pterodactyl.
Stupid bitch. How'd you think of that so fast?
It's one of my favorite jokes.
Pseudo.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. G. Yes. G is in gnarly. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Oh my god, be careful, babe.
Have a fucking sip, babe.
I feel like she keeps.
She's constantly teetered around and falling right off the bed whenever she licks herself.
Min has fallen off the
Oh no,
bed.
I've literally witnessed her do it.
It's so fucking funny.
Fucking cats, man.
It's like, aren't you supposed to have better balance?
Aren't you an actual predator? Aren't you a feared wild predator?
Look at her. She's barely hanging on here.
She's dedicated.
She is right in the corner of the bed right now.
How does she look on your end? Does she look like she's violently licking her toes?
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
I have a video of
No, she keeps looking at me while she does it.
That's what the video is. I have I have a video of Felicia cleaning her toes, and she's in this really weird position. She basically just has her toes right up in her mouth, and she's licking between them.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
She spread them.
Yeah, she's going intense, and I'm filming her, and
Oh my god, dude! Oh. It's baby killer time. Can you hand me my bag, sir?
It's time for your mints.
Time to. Yeah, that just happened to prevent pregnancy. What was that noise?
That was my ribs.
Oh, that just broke all my bones. Thanks, man. I hope you can hear that.
But yeah, I have this video of Felicia going hard, cleaning her toes, and let's go, hey. And she looks she makes direct eye contact with me, and just keeps going.
She's like, you like that?
Yeah, you like that? You like that, bitch? She's lovely. She sleeps right next to my face at night, and it's really cute.
Pretty used to do that. R.I.P. Pretty, she was the best.
She rest in
She
peace.
keeps, oh my god, she keeps coming up on my Snapchat memories, and I'm like, I can't do this today, because I check it either super late at night before I go to bed, or first thing in the morning, and I'm like, I don't think I want to start off my day this way, or have dreams about her, because I will be sad.
Yeah. Those apps tend to drudge up those kinds of things, don't they?
Yeah. I have been learning to, if I see something I don't like, hey, I can delete that and never have to see it again. I don't know why, the past, 6 years, I just didn't do that, but I'm starting.
Yeah. Time to set a course for a more positive outlook, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to get a couple quick things out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I just want to, first story I want to tell, I, at my job, and still a big fan of where I'm working, you know.
Good for you.
Thing. The company I work for, we're getting ready to do a lot of orders for the holidays, and we had this giant order. It was 4,100
I mean,
items.
that still sucks.
Yeah. It took us 10 days to finish.
What's a typical, what is it usually?
A typical order?
Yeah, the size. Yeah, how many?
2 digits.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. We had a lot of orders. We had a lot of items in this order. It was all the exact same item, but just 4,100 of them.
Jesus.
Yeah. It was for a certain car company that's going to be revealing a new model of a certain car of theirs. But it was one of those things where if I were to take a picture of this and post it, I would get fired immediately.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking Yanks.
Yeah. But we were all making fun of it. I don't know if I can say this, but we were all making fun of the logo.
Okay.
Because they sent their own art, and our art department made something for them, and they're like, we like ours better. And as soon as it came out of the box, we're all
we're
this
really?
is ugly as hell.
Damn. Just roasting the shit out of it.
Yeah, all my bosses, all the higher ups were just this is ugly. including a certain someone who this story is about. So I went in, what was the 6th? Yeah, November 6th. I went in at 6 a.m. And I worked like almost 6 hours. Overtime pay for me is actually time and a half. So like working like that shift is basically just like an extra $100. And so I'm working with my direct supervisor, a woman from the accounting department, and this guy who I never met before. He was a young guy. He bought everyone donuts, which is really cool.
What kind?
Just like Tim Hortons, just like assorted donuts. I had myself a Boston cream.
Yeah.
And then when I left, I grabbed a sourdough one.
Damn. You took 2?
No one
Fat bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
No one grabbed any.
They were there. Didn't want them to go to waste.
He offered, and I took.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm working with this guy for like 5.5 hours, you know, having like real cool conversation with him. I was wearing a Zelda shirt, and he commented on that. He was like, "Ah, nice, dude." And we started talking about that. We started talking about like anime and stuff. And he must be like in his mid-30s, so he brought up like anime I had never heard of. And
You're like, that's not real.
I was like, you literally just made that up on the spot. I started talking about My Hero, and he was like, "Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't really tried it out yet." And I was like, we didn't tell this story. How the quick tangent.
Yeah.
Me, Haley's boyfriend, and our friend Lorenz, we went to go see the 3rd My Hero Academia movie. And I know for a fact we selected the Japanese one.
There wasn't a choice. There
I
was not a choice.
I swear to you, I remember seeing the word Japanese. But point is, we want to see the Japanese one. We drive half an hour to this theater. It's late at night. We sit down. Immediately, they start speaking English.
Yep.
And we all give a look at each other like, "Oh, motherfucker." we gave it.
Alex was literally like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm being dead ass. I can't do this.
We gave it like 3 minutes before Lorenz got up and was like, "I'm going to speak to a manager." And I'm like, "I'm going with you." And Haley and Alex stuck it out while we were.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah, dude.
It was so bad.
There were people cosplaying in that audience. I was like, "You guys look like real fans, but are you?"
Right. Well, remember you used to yell at me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's actually ironic about that is I watched the fight scene between All Might and the Nomu the other day at work, and I could only find the English version of it. And I didn't hate it.
It really wasn't that horrible.
Mm.
Like it could have been a lot worse. And I've seen a lot of like clips on TikTok that show like the differences, and some of them are so bad.
Yeah.
Like not even close to the original dialogue. It's like, where are you getting these words from?
You have to change up the syllables,
right?
When you
to
go
like
to English.
match up.
Yeah.
But it's really bad though. Like it don't even get like the point across.
Yeah.
Some of them I wanted to watch though, like on purpose, because it's so bad that it's hilarious. And I think it might be the point of it. Yeah. But
I mean, I can't watch the original Naruto unless it's Naruto Shippuden, I have to watch in Japanese. The original Naruto, I have to watch in English because that's what I grew up on. Same with One Piece. Like, okay. I have to watch like the first like few episodes of One Piece in English. And if I was gonna watch Inuyasha again, it'd have to be English.
That's on my watch list.
I only know that show in English. Like, I'm used to all the English voice actors.
Is it good?
Yeah, I liked it. Like as a show or like the voice acting.
As a show.
The show is great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my sister's favorite anime.
It's I forget who recommended it to me, like in college, but I was like, yeah, I'll add that to my watch list. Never watched it.
My sister still watches it, and her husband makes fun of her.
Aw.
My brother-in-law does not get anime at all.
It's just a show.
He can't wrap his head around it.
Does he watch any other cartoons? Did he ever?
Family Guy.
Okay, well.
But I felt terrible because like I was clearly very like upset about it, and I really was not trying to take it out on like the customer service guy who was being extremely nice to us.
Nice.
But I was just I apologized to him. I was like, "Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't mean to be a bitch, but like I'm just really pissed off right now." And he's like, "No, I get it. I'm sorry." And I'm like, "No, I'm sorry. Like not taking it out on you, I promise. But we got a refund, and we actually saw it in a cheaper theater because we were originally going to see it in the 4D theater, which I'll be honest,
didn't like
I
it.
was not a fan. Yeah.
I just wanted to sit there and watch it. I didn't want to experience it. I feel for certain movies, that would be really cool.
The roller coaster effect was kind of cool.
I just want to sit here, man. I just want to absorb.
Dog, I really just want to be sitting here watching a movie, dog.
Bro, for real, that's what I came here for.
Dog, my wife thinks I'm at the library right now, dog. I just want to watch a movie, okay?
Jesus.
But yeah, so we saw it in cheaper theater, and so we actually got like half of our money back, which is really cool.
I didn't spend any. Yes, I did. I got one ticket because I believe Lorenz got mine, and I just had to get Alex's. But yeah, it wasn't nearly as much.
No, it was cool. And then the next night we went and we saw it in Japanese, and it was pretty good.
The second one is still my favorite.
I would say I still think the second one's better.
It's so good. That shit made me. I saw that with Lorenz in the theater.
I wish I didn't get it spoiled for me.
Who spoiled it?
The web, like the My Hero Wiki.
Just like oh.
Yeah.
That's sad. Yeah. I was literally like, I was hitting Lorenz next to me. Like, Lorenz,
I cannot imagine how hyped I would have gotten had I seen that. Like,
it was so good.
I got emotional. You and I watched the first My Hero. You saw it before I did.
Yeah.
But then you watched.
Where did I watch it? Is that I think I found like someone uploaded it on Facebook and I watched it that way.
Possibly. People do it all the time with like Naruto movies.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was one scene there was one shot you warned me about in the first movie. You were like, I cried at this shot. And then you're like, I'm not going to tell you what shot it is, but you'll know.
Yeah.
And then it was like at the very end of the movie and it popped up and I just got like really emotional. And I looked at you and I was like, it's that. It was that. And you were just like,
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, dude. My Hero just as a whole, it's fun. And the spin-off series Vigilantes. I wish it was more popular because the latest chapter was just so
it's
fucking
still
insane.
Going.
Yeah.
How close is it to like catching up to the other one? The other one.
I mean, I don't want to.
Just close, not close.
There's definitely a lot of things that are like show that like it's inching closer.
You see where it's going?
Yeah. But there's the existence of this one character implies that this other character has yet to show up.
Okay.
But it doesn't really. I don't know. When you think about the timeline of things, it's kind of hard to fathom. But I'm sure there's an explanation for it because it's not written by the original writer, Horikoshi.
Okay. Didn't know that.
It's vetted by him. Like the writers
everything
of it,
that's happening. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
And he gives like suggestions. He's like, oh, maybe this character would instead do this.
Good. That makes me feel better about it. I didn't know that. I thought it was by him.
No, yeah, it's by two different people, but he gives the go ahead for it. If there's something in there that he's like, no, that wouldn't happen, or like that's not the backstory, then he would give the kibosh to it.
Good. How many chapters are there of that?
I think about 130.
That's not bad. I could do that.
I think the later ones are really short, but like they're so well drawn. So like, it's a trade-off.
I still gotta catch up on My Hero.
Yeah, you do. You fucking do, dude.
I know. I don't know why it keeps happening.
This latest chapter, bro. Oh, fuck
I'm
me.
Sorry. I literally can't read.
I obviously I'm not gonna explain anything, but I just want to say, me and Will were talking about it. This latest chapter, I audibly went, oh shit, with what happened.
Oh my god.
It's so insane.
I want to so bad. I want to read.
You gotta buckle down, dude.
It's like writer's block, but reading.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had some time yesterday because I left work early, but I also felt like shit. So I made myself food and then took a nap. And then I had to like do chores around the house. So there's time there, but I'm doing things.
Yeah. Time, I know. That's why I made that checklist, dude, so I could have like better time management.
I actually my one coworker told me about this app that like super breaks things down and is supposed to be like a checklist for like certain points of the day, and you focus on different things every day, and by the end of the week you did all your things.
Yeah, Ryan, I'll bleep his last name out, but Ryan, I think he told me about an app like that.
Yeah,
if it's not the exact same one.
It's called Fly Lady, I think. But in the most ADHD fashion, I downloaded it with good intentions and I haven't opened it. So it's it's supposed to like help.
You got to break that barrier down
with those things, and I just because you need to go in and like edit it so that obviously it fits the things that you actually need to do.
Yeah.
But when am I gonna do that?
I know.
I'm like, that's part of the problem. No.
Do it on your lunch break at work.
I'm eating. No, I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
No, but I want to. I want to do things, try to find time. That's actually something I wanted to talk about.
Oh.
Actually, well, when you're done.
Wow. We're on a giant tangent.
Yeah, we've been this entire
episode.
It's just been us winging it.
I'm not gonna even look. Wind back. I was talking about this guy I was working with.
Yes.
And we were talking about anime. So basically, awesome conversation with a guy 5.5 hours into this shift. At one point he just goes, "So, Dylan, how long you been with the company?" And I was like, "Oh, like 3 months now." He goes, "Oh, cool. And I was like, "Yeah, what about you, man?" He's like, 18 years. And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, it's my company, so." And I just go, "What?" And then someone comes up and he starts talking to them, and I'm just standing there like wide-eyed, like
it just ended there.
Yeah, I'm like sweating, and I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean your company?" And then he turns back to me, and I was like, "Wait, no, hold the fuck on. What do you mean your company?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I own this. I own this company. I'm the president."
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And he's like, "Yeah, well, you know, it was my grandfather's, and he passed it down to me, and like, yeah, and then like the COO of the company walks by, and he's like, "Yeah, he owns the whole fucking thing." And
everything you see here, it's his.
It's all his. And then basically that's where the conversation ends. He shakes my hand, says, "It was great to meet you, man. Like, nice working with you. Like, I'll see you around." And he leaves. He was like the nicest guy ever. And I turned to my supervisor, and
why didn't you say anything?
Yeah, basically, I was like, you fucking neglected to tell me who he was. And she goes, "I thought someone would have mentioned it." I was like, "No, this is the first time meeting him." She goes, "Well, it didn't matter anyways. He's the nicest guy ever." And I was like, he's extremely nice. But like, could you imagine?
Heads up, yeah.
Like some alternate universe. I was like, doesn't this company fucking blow?
Right.
Which realistically, I probably wouldn't have said, because I really like my company. But I mean, like, just like
the threat of that it was still there. I get it.
Yeah. So it's probably a good thing I had no idea who he was until the end. But he was actually in today. Him and his grandfather, who's a very elderly man now, were touring the place, and we just made eye contact. I was just walking by. I was heading over to like the customer service area, and he came out, and he shook my hand, and he was like, "Great to see you again, man." And I was like, "Yeah, good to see you. Thanks again for those donuts, bro." And he was like, "No problem." And he like gave me like a smack on the shoulder. And as soon as I got to like my partner over in customer service, I was like, "Our president's so fucking cool, dude." Like, I'm so glad. And you know, genuinely, my goal is to own my own company one day.
Yeah.
I want to be a boss like him. Like,
as you should.
Yeah.
They should all be like that.
I totally agree, dude. Like, being able to go out on the floor.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, he was made to like learn every aspect of the company before he was like,
so he knows like what's going on.
Yeah. Good. And good on his grandfather for doing so. But like he's super nice. Apparently he's like really like on the ball too, like really strict about stuff that's like important. But like he's super nice about everything. He goes out on the floor, he helps with production, he helps, you know, pack. Like he comes in on on Saturdays and stuff. And he's from Canada too. Like he came over the border.
Just be coming over, damn.
Yeah, he came over the border the night prior, got a hotel, and then came in at 6 a.m. He woke up at 5 a.m. to specifically get us donuts.
Oh.
Like,
That's cute.
Like, I know it boggles my mind that like I have the president of my company is this cool,
Right.
and he talked to me about Zelda and anime.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's the kind of boss I want to be one day. So that was my thing. I feel like I went a bit, so I'll let you go one of your things before I go to my next topic.
Well, this whole episode I feel like has been an example of ADHD.
Yeah.
I feel like both of us are just not diagnosed, but I think we got it
Yeah.
in one way or another.
Maybe a little bit of autism sprinkled in there.
Oh yeah, just for taste. Just a
Just for
pinch.
seasoning.
Yeah. Like a pinch of salt.
And
Just a little pinch of the autism.
a little bit of olive oil.
Or EVOO, as Rachel Ray would say. But I just wanted to talk about, because I see it on TikTok a lot.
Mhm.
You know, maybe not the greatest source for things, but brings awareness to certain subjects, whatever.
Mhm.
And it was basically just the difference of the way ADHD presents itself in men versus women.
Ah, yeah.
And like why it might be so diagnosed in men and like undiagnosed in women.
Okay.
So I was trying to come up over here while you were talking, because I couldn't find like an actual video when I need it, you know, because that's just how it works.
Did you look up like an article?
Yes. I was trying to look. This one was nice because it had a list, and I was like, great, I don't have to like read it. But basically, it's just saying that it's more diagnosed in boys and like young boys and men because their symptoms are more external. And it's something that you can see them doing, like they're very erratic in their movements, or like trying to talk fast, can't concentrate. You can notice if they're like daydreaming or whatever. And for women, it's more
Yeah. That sounds a bit familiar.
And in women, it's more internal, and maybe things that get passed off as like hormones or whatever, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. And it's like, no, some of these things are valid, you know. So the lists here of symptoms for, so I'll do the boys ones first. See if you relate to any of them. There's a few.
Love it.
First one is impulsivity or acting out, hyperactivity, lack of focus, including inattentiveness, inability to sit still. I'm looking at you.
I'm not making eye contact.
Physical aggression, talking excessively, and frequently interrupting other people's conversations and activities. So the
Ugh.
Didn't mean to call you out. Here, I'll call me out now though. Here are all the symptoms, typical symptoms in women. Being withdrawn, low self-esteem, anxiety, intellectual impairment, difficulty with academic achievement, not this one, Miss Dean's List, cum laude, inattentiveness or a tendency to daydream. Hell yeah, all the fucking time. More than I realize. Did I tell you once I was like zoned out once at my old job, and my manager was like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "I feel like I was only staring off for 2 seconds." Yeah. Apparently, I've been here a long time. Sorry.
Yeah, you told me.
Trouble focusing, appearing not to listen, and verbal aggression such as teasing, taunting, or name calling.
God, this is... Oh my God.
So we're getting called out.
Yeah, maybe we should make our doctors listening to this.
Has
your doctor prescribed you with like
diagnosed me with anything? Yeah, generalized anxiety disorder.
Huh.
Which is very common. And she was like, "I'm not faking that. I know it sounds like, because you need a diagnosis to like be in therapy." She was like, I'm not faking that. You do have that, but
Yeah, I have acute adjustment disorder.
That sounds so fucking fake.
It does, but it's essentially just like...
I don't like change.
I'm medically stubborn, yeah.
I'm medically stubborn. But like, isn't that interesting? Like, how a lot of these things just seem like normal girl things to go through.
I can see how a lot of those can be seen as just like maybe that's being caused by some other factor.
Right.
So
I definitely think, though, that boys get, like, overdiagnosed when they don't actually have it.
mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes, like, especially when you're young, that's usually when they diagnose you with stuff.
Yeah.
You're just a kid.
Yeah.
Like, you're just a kid doing kid things.
I don't know. I've never really looked into it.
I just wonder where the line is, because I know I have heard that there is, like, an issue with like, writing some other behavior off as just as ADHD, and then medications come into play, and then people are like, well, wait a second, I don't want to give my 6-year-old, like, Adderall.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Okay. When you bring that up, then yeah, that sounds a lot more dangerous.
Well, that happened to my nephews. I don't know if it happened to both of them, but Dominic, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Pretty sure he was put on medication
and then
pretty
it
early
ended up
on.
that like
I think he is. I think he does actually. I forget if it's ADHD or ADD. I'm not entirely sure what the big difference is between those, if there really is one. But yeah.
I'm all for like. I don't think anyone should ever feel ashamed for having to take medication.
Oh yeah,
or
no.
anything. I'm
Chemical imbalances are real, and
yeah,
there's no.
It's a
harm.
bitch, you know, and it's like, there's nothing. You should never feel ashamed for that.
Yeah.
I can't say I feel entirely comfortable with the idea of like giving my young child medication.
Yeah, well, that's where a lot of issues come into play, especially for young boys, because it's like I said, if you seem like you have energy for a little bit too long, and your parents are like, all the other kids are done playing now. Why are you still trying to go?
It's
and then
dark
you get a
out,
doctor.
son.
You get a doctor that's like trying to fill their like prescription quota for the week. I'm sure that's not a thing.
Yeah,
but but something like literally writing it off and sending someone on their way instead of looking into it more. They're like, this is textbook. Here's a pill.
You know, with that, I wonder if you've experienced this too, because I feel like I got like jaded from like watching like news shows and stuff. You have like a doctor like write like you have like like this one time I had like a rash, and like a couple times actually I had a rash, and 2 different types of rashes. I'm perfectly healthy. But basically both times like my doctor prescribed me like just like some medication, like some ointment.
Yeah.
And it worked, both times. Well, the first one did. The second one was actually caused by stress from a certain individual.
Stress hives.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that shit was like bleeding, and it was caused.
Don't gotta tell me about skin problems.
Yeah. As soon as dude, honestly, a couple weeks after the breakup, and
you're like, whoa, not here anymore.
Yeah.
That was weird.
But do you think that like this last time I saw my doctor like a few weeks ago, and
doctor or head doctor?
Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, physician.
Okay.
And I'm getting like these weird like ingrown hairs. And
those are so fun.
Dude, love it.
But you're like, hey, maybe that shouldn't be happening.
Maybe
I'm having a lot of fun here.
There's a bit of these.
Yeah.
and basically my doctor, he didn't prescribe me anything. He's just like, just try using antibacterial body soap.
Yeah.
And that was it. And
I imagine a lot of the time, like, if you've ever watched House, and he's like working in the clinic, he like doesn't even look up. Like people will tell him their symptoms, and he'll just be like, "Yeah, it's this. Go on." I feel like a lot of doctors, unfortunately, are like that. Like they don't really.
No, but I'm not saying that he wasn't being attentive.
No, yeah, I know. But I feel like in like the cases with ADHD, that does happen a lot.
Well, I was being up to the sense like, do you think that? Do you think doctors are too quick to write prescriptions? Because the prescriptions they wrote me did help.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to say that they get like commission or anything off of that. I don't know if they're encouraged.
I don't know how it works. I don't know what doctor life is like.
Yeah, it surprised me that he didn't prescribe anything. It's just like, just get like some Dial body soap or something.
Yeah.
And then that's all.
I mean, I think it depends, because I definitely had a lot of doctors growing up with like the dermatologist and shit. I would just get steroid cream after steroid cream, and I'm like, they really don't do anything for me, but they'd still be like, here, try this one instead.
Yeah.
And, you know, years later, like now, there's like injections that you do for eczema and psoriasis and all these things. And I'm like, yeah, maybe it was something I should have been taking like internally rather than a topical thing. I don't know.
Well, that's also another thing because like it's like I've said to like Melissa before, like with her like qualms of like birth control, because it's they're chemicals, you know, and
Yeah.
everyone reacts to it differently. So like, but that's why you need to talk to your doctor and like they can know like, oh, these chemicals don't work. Then we try
Oh,
this
yeah.
batch of
There's so
chemicals.
many like different brands, different combinations
Yeah,
of stuff.
but
That's what sucks.
yeah, but
Especially
that
with,
goes for all prescriptions though.
yeah,
So
especially with like if you have to be on antidepressants and like any other like anxiety medication, like finding the right cocktail that works for you sounds like, luckily I haven't had to be
yeah,
put on any medications, but I know people who have, and you can get fucked up from the wrong pill.
absolutely, dude. And seriously, like best of luck to if anyone's listening to this who had to go through that. Like
Yeah.
that we like I don't envy that at all.
Hopefully you found what works for you.
Yeah, seriously. And let's just stress right now, like to anyone listening who is opposed to medication, the doctors are trained specifically
Yeah.
to be able to prescribe you the right thing. And like I just mentioned, you know, you just got to be open with your doc if something's not working for you, and they can help you find a good replacement. You know,
It's
like
all for you.
yeah, like it's
It's
to
not for
make you
anything
healthy,
else.
especially when it comes to like anything in the brain. Please, if anyone's listening, please don't ever feel like ashamed for having to take something that's going to make you feel happier.
Yeah. And as someone who knew someone who did really benefit from taking their medications, please be consistent with it once you're on them. I know eventually, once you're being consistent with them, you're feeling good and you're like, I don't need these anymore. Yes, you do.
Please never do that.
I don't want to get like too sad here, but I have lost a family member because they thought they could just keep going. They thought they got better on their own and that it didn't have anything to do with the medication. There's nothing wrong with relying on that if it makes you better. I don't know. There was like a thing on TikTok where they were like, I don't want to be on antidepressants. What if I lose my sparkle? And that's like a genuine fear. Like people think that a lot of their personality is like from their like mental illnesses.
It is not.
No, it's not.
It is not. That's a meme.
It is a meme. And like even from like my Snap memories from like a year ago where it was like still like peak quarantine time, like it was being taken a lot more seriously than it is right now. I was like, that bitch needed help. Good thing she got into therapy. Like, wow, yeah, she's kind of funny, but like I can see through all of that.
Yeah.
She needed help. But like there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Being in therapy is great.
I enjoy.
We always advocate for therapy on this show.
I'll be honest, dude. When I go in, because I'm scheduled to see him on Saturday.
I go tomorrow.
I'm gonna be hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, bro, we can't keep doing 6 weeks.
Like, bro, you're like, this is too long.
Every time we do 6 weeks, I always get a bunch of shit in my head, and then I forget a bunch of that shit, and then I come see you, and I'm just like, I had something.
Right.
I know something was bothering me.
Yeah, I gotta come up with something.
Yeah, 4 to 5 weeks. It's no longer than 5 weeks. I gotta stress that to him. No longer than 5 weeks.
I keep stretching my time in between because I'm just running out of content for her.
Good for you, honestly. That you
I
keep
mean,
running out of shit.
I'm sure there's things. I just can't think of them.
It sounded really rude.
No, it is good for me. Like she's always like, all right, so like, what are we doing here? And I'm like, I don't know. We're just friends catching up every couple of weeks. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, how you been? Kids.
Oh, bleep that. Sorry, I didn't mean to say her name.
Okay. Yeah. That's a pretty name, though.
She's super Italian.
Hell yeah. That's what we like to see.
She's me in 50 years. Or 40 years.
Yeah, you mentioned
in
that.
30 years. Oh, my God.
Stop calling her old, dude.
30 years.
Bro, how fucking rude of you.
I corrected myself.
She listens to this.
I corrected myself. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
Don't waste your time on me. Fucking hate that guy.
Who?
Tom DeLonge.
Okay. I only know that part of whatever song that is because of like Vine and TikTok and whatever. So
Yeah. Wake me up when September ends.
that's the same. That's the same.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
That's whatever the fuck.
Wait, what the fuck? That don't sound right.
What's that band's name?
Wake me up. Isn't that that's Green Day.
That's Green Day?
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to make fun of. I mean, I can make fun of Green Day, but I don't want to make fun of Green Day.
That's a good song.
That one song they have.
Yeah.
What's it called? Something unpredictable,
But in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
That song makes me cry, dude.
Does it?
Yeah, it's so fucking
Did
sad.
Did they make that song that used to make me cry? Hold on. Oh, I forgot everything about it. But it like came out around the time that my grandfather died, and I was like, this is about him. Wait, what the fuck? How to Save a Life. Who's that?
Oh.
Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend, and yeah.
Is that Cable Car?
How to Save a Life.
Are those the people that made Over My Head?
The Fray.
The Fray.
Over My Head.
Oh.
What is that? How's that?
Everybody knows
In over my head, over my head.
Is that band called Cable Car? Or is it also the Fray? And it's just the album's called Cable Car.
That is also the Fray.
Okay.
That is Cable Car though.
Okay. Look at our memory go, guys.
Thank you, Google. I would not be here without you.
Okay. I need to get this out of the way because this is something that's been real big part of my life these past few days.
Ew, what is it?
And technically the past couple years.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Do I know?
I'm gonna try and keep this as inclusive as possible for you, Haley. I'm gonna try my hardest. Okay.
Am I familiar with
what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
brought
okay.
it up.
Okay.
Okay. I brought this up on the podcast before. I know there was one specific part a few episodes ago where you mentioned just the name. No, you just mentioned this game, and I was just like, yeah, fuck that game. That game's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
And I went on a big old rant about it.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
She's like, I just saw Haley's hand on her hip, just ready in case I got too out of hand. But
reaching for my belt.
So, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I do not take back anything I've said about these games in the past. I still say, objectively, they're the worst games in the series for the sole reason that they did not even program all the Pokemon into the game. Haley, do you remember? Do you know what the tagline of Pokemon is?
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yes. It is not gotta catch 2/3 of them.
What?
There's only 2/3 of the Pokemon in Sword and Shield.
Why? Why they do that?
Well, Haley, I'm so glad you asked. Because the company that makes Pokemon, Game Freak, fucking... Well, okay. It's not that they're lazy. I was about to say, call them lazy. No. I fully believe that the ground floor workers of Game Freak totally want to... With every Pokemon game, I'm sure they always want to go hard, to deliver an amazing experience, just keep adding more and more shit, but they can't because the higher-ups have all these deals, have all these brand deals with, like, Pokemon cards and clothing and TV shows and just all this merchandise that they just refuse to move the deadlines on because they'll lose money. But they're also, like, I think, in, like, the top 5 richest companies on the planet.
Mr. Krabs is running these companies.
Yes.
Whenever you said money, I was like, money. Yeah. I keep hitting
No,
this.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
fine. It's okay. But I feel like I'd be a bit cooler about it if they were just honest about it. They're like, yeah.
Own up to their mistakes.
Yeah, just be like, instead of making, because they made all these excuses for, like, all the shortcomings of the game. But, like, it always boiled down to, like, but you guys have money. Like like not like that excuse doesn't work
Right.
because you
Like
could have
you
just
could have made it something else.
you could have hired more people. You could have like outsourced a lot of this work to like other companies, like other video game companies do. You could have solved this problem
Right.
if you just tapped into your fucking like gold vending machine you have.
Do other companies ever come out and be like, "Yeah, sorry, we made that, guys"? Like, does anyone else,
Like
if they made a
like
shit
other
game?
video game series?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
They're like, "My bad, guys.
Well, other
Didn't mean it."
even other branches of Nintendo, like the Metroid series. They're working on Metroid Prime 4, and I think like a year and a half ago, they were working on it for like a while, and then like they just made a public statement like, yeah, we were not happy with where this was going, so we scrapped the entire project and we're restarting.
Yeah, I feel like that should be normal.
Yeah, the rest of Nintendo is so dedicated to delivering a perfect experience. The The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was delayed like 3 times because every time they thought they were ready, someone came up with another idea and the producer was like, "Fuck, we got to add that." Okay, everyone, we're delaying like another like 3 months. And then Breath of the Wild comes out, 10 out of 10 across the board, won Game of the Year 2017.
Some things need time.
Seriously.
No shame in that.
No.
Come on, guys.
Like there's a famous quote attributed to Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of Zelda, Mario, and Donkey Kong.
Is this making noise?
Barely.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's nothing that's gonna be like bothersome. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. I might have opened up on a spicy picture.
Oh my god, I almost did that at work today. One of my private tabs was open from like last night, and I was like, no, no, I'm on the floor right now. Don't do that.
That's happened to me a few too many times. At Target, that happened a couple times. Where is this quote? Famous video game man, Shigeru Miyamoto. Okay, the quote is, "A delayed game is eventually good. A bad game is bad forever."
I like that.
Of
I
course.
don't see that happens. I feel like that's true for like movies and shows too.
Oh, absolutely. At least a video game can be updated, but like, I feel like it's still true even in the age of updates because like, you're still gonna have that bad taste in your mouth. Other video game companies are totally cool with like delaying the game, taking the time it needs, not crunching their employees, but Pokemon's just not up for that. They're just not doing that, and you know, it's.
How long was the process for this game? Like, do you know how long oh my god, how long they spent on it? She's so cute. She did big stretch. Distract. Oh, be careful.
Chill out, girly.
Pie. I'm just giving pets, that's all.
I want to say between 2 and 2.5 years.
That's how long that game took?
Yes.
Or do you know what the average is for like other games?
I mean, I think Breath of the Wild took at least like fucking like 4 to 5 years.
They need to ferment.
Yeah, basically. They need to take their time. You need to like make sure you got all like the kinks hammered out. That game likes feet too much. Get it out of there.
A piss kink. Take that out right now.
That's the producer walking through the floor. Well,
those are like the two of the worst kinks.
Feet and piss.
Feet and piss.
Piss.
Any like excrement.
What about piss covered feet?
Absolutely the fuck not.
I can sort of get a feet kink. I cannot get any kind of like waist kink.
Yeah, feet, because like hands. I like hands.
What are you, a fucking monkey? They're not the same thing.
No, but like you haven't seen like the aesthetic of like you have to. I'll show you.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my tangent. Please continue.
But point is that as someone who's been like a huge fan of Pokemon since I was like 4 years old, you know, when they announced that like not every Pokemon was going to be in the game in like June of 2019, like I just felt so betrayed. But then it also made me realize, like, for years, like, we've just been letting them get away with, like, cutting shit out and, like, not delivering a full experience. And, honestly, it shouldn't have been a surprise. unfortunately, it's now the norm of Pokemon games. Like now, just like
Really?
yeah, just like every Pokemon's just not in the games now. And as someone who plays as a completionist, that's really fucking disappointing.
How many fucking are there now?
Pokemon?
Yeah.
I
Is there like new ones like all the time, or just whenever there's a new?
It used to be only generational, but starting a few years ago, they just started adding like.
They just started making noises and then tried to spell them out and then made a thing that way. That's how I imagine.
Is that how you think Pokemon are named?
Yeah. And then they just take random body parts of other random animals and they're like, yeah, that's.
What a horrible misrepresentation. Oh, well, it was generational for the longest time up until I think 2018. 2018, when there was a Pokemon there was a couple Pokemon exclusive to Pokemon Go.
Oh wow! Remember when that took over the world for a minute?
It still exists.
I know my one coworker like re-downloaded it
I did
and
too,
was
actually,
like
last
constantly nosing into her phone like, "Ooh, one's over there." On my break, on my 15, I'm gonna go outside and find another one.
Fake fans. I didn't say that. Who said that? That wasn't even me. Yeah, they introduced two of those, and people are like, "Is this a new generation?" No, okay. And then with this generation, they just started adding like a few new ones with this new game coming out in January. So as of right now, I think we're at 901.
Damn.
Yeah, I think we're at 901 Pokemon now.
That's so many.
It's a lot. I can name most of them. If you just
That's gonna be an entire episode one of these days. I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull up the list and I'm gonna check them off as you go.
Yeah, we could totally
That'll
do that.
be the entire episode.
I guarantee you, I can get to into the mid 700s range before I start going I have no idea.
That's too many.
I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan, dude.
Yeah, I get it.
But why am I bringing all this up again? Well, as I mentioned, there's a new Pokemon game coming out in January, and it's a game I'm genuinely excited for. Pokemon Legends Arceus. It's a cool reimagining of the Pokemon series, and I'm a huge fan of the classic Pokemon gameplay style. But this is it's basically Pokemon Breath of the Wild, and I'm excited to play it. It takes place in basically feudal era Japan.
Looks promising then?
It does, but again, it's Game Freak, so taking it with a grain of salt.
Right. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, essentially. But just last week, Nintendo released a tweet of they're like, "Hey, you see this Pokemon?" And it's one of my favorite Pokemon. This little green hedgehog little thing.
What is the name?
Shaman.
Shaman? See, what? What is that?
I think it's like a play on shaman. Here, search it up.
Okay. Sorry, I'm on the Taco Bell menu. I'm fucking. I'm really hungry.
I don't know what's funny if you were doing that. You're like, I'm looking at porn.
Okay, how do you spell that?
ShaYmin.
Oh,
Right?
they're so cute.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the human drawings people make of that.
They're pretty nice. And you see it has another form that looks kind of like a fox deer thing.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah. It's been one of my favorite Pokemon ever since it came out in 2006.
Human form. Oh, it's a boy in some of these.
Yeah.
I just expected it to be. Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined.
Canonically.
Wait, it kind of looks like the bitch.
Oh, you mean Ibarra from the Vine Lady?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bitch.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah. She looks like a Sonic character there, which is funny because it's already a hedgehog. But yeah, canonically, Shaman is genderless.
I like it.
Yeah. Most mythical and legendary Pokemon don't have genders.
When didn't you tell me once that there was a Pokemon, or did I ask you maybe, Or was it like a Facebook quiz? I don't know.
I
Like,
don't know
what
what you're
Pokemon are you? And I got something. I think it was like a quiz or something I took. And I was like, is this accurate? I have no idea what this Pokemon's like. And you're like, yeah. I think it was like a filter or something where it's like, which Pokemon are you?
You probably did.
I was like, I don't know. I don't know why I did this. I don't know who that is.
I remember I showed you this chart of all the Eevee evolutions, and
Oh, yeah.
you chose the exact evolution I chose for you in my head, and I was like, perfect. It was Jolteon, by the way, for anyone wondering.
There was also like, it was one of your screensavers where I was like, I like this one. Oh, wait, no. And then that one you were like, that's not the one I thought you would pick. Or was it?
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
My memory is so fucking bad.
I mean, I have an Umbreon screensaver.
No, it's like 3 like fairy-looking things. I think. I might be hallucinating.
They were Pokemon?
No.
No?
No, they were something else.
Oh, the goddesses.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, the 3 goddesses from Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think you picked the Din, the goddess of power. And I was like, I would have expected like the blue one, the goddess of wisdom, but no.
What color was the one I picked?
Red.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Then you picked her because she was like the sexiest out of the 3 of them.
I probably did. Does she have some titties on her?
She has some hips on her.
I like those too. I'm so sorry.
Men always want the same thing. It's disgusting. So, yeah, Nintendo's like, hey, you want Shaman? You want this Pokemon? You want it in Pokemon Legends Arceus? And I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And they're like, well, guess what, fucker? You need save data of Pokemon Sword and Shield on your Switch. And I'm like, oh, fuck you, Nintendo. So, after 2 years of boycotting, I picked up a copy of Pokemon Sword.
He caved, everyone.
I did. I didn't get it for full price, though. I will stress that. I started playing it. This is Wednesday recording. Started playing it on Sunday.
Yeah. How's it going?
I went into it with an open mind. I was like, I actually have a document.
Oh my god.
The good and the bad. As you can see, this is the good. Okay.
Yep. I'm trying to read some of it.
This is the bad.
Stop.
It's like double the size.
I see. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
The good is good. Okay.
Money, but like I get it. What's that for?
Oh, that's for Pokemon Home. That's like the service where you can like store Pokemon. You gotta pay like a month for it. It's like
money, but like I get it.
I
like, just love that it's written that way.
Yeah. Servers, it's server cost. It's whatever. I do not take back anything I said about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think it deserves every bit of criticism I've given it up to this point, and will continue to give it. But I went into it saying, the good stuff I'll note, the bad stuff I will note. If I have fun, I'll accept it. I'm down to have fun. I'm ready to have fun, and I've been having fun. I have been having fun.
Woo! That's the important thing.
Yeah, there are definitely, like I said, glaring cons to this game, but there are some really good pros, and the pros are nice. Like some things like the fucking building designs, like the interiors are really fleshed out, look really nice. I like how the world feels pretty fleshed out when it comes to like NPCs and stuff. Some of the music is really good. There's like this one track that plays when the legendary Pokemon appears. It's a wolf, and like the track has like wolf howling as an instrument. It sounds really like eerie and cool. There are some really good characters. Most of them are shit. But there are some really good characters. There's a goth chick, Hayley.
Oh, do you like her?
I'm a big fan of her.
That I wouldn't have expected.
I know
that
it's
from you.
it's shocking.
It's kind of like out of your comfort zone.
I know, but
I'm glad you're branching out, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
She's an absolute cutie. And there's just like little things like how there's diversity among NPCs. Like it's the same model, but they have different hair colors and skin tones. And a lot of like I said, a lot of like the world design is really cool. Some of it's a little lazy. Like there's some parts you can see it's just like copy pasting buildings in the background,
Oh.
but like it's fucking whatever. It feels like the world feels really nice. Some aspects of the overworld are really nice. There's some decent like limitations, so like there's some good balancing in the game, and I'd say so far I'm having a good experience. The bads are really bad. um, the
Are they things that like take away from the game though? Or is it just like design flaws or like you don't like the way something looks or a certain character thing? You know what I mean?
I mean, besides like the glaring things like I can't get every Pokemon, like I can't design the team I really want because like I can't get all the Pokemon I really love.
Right.
Some of the moves were removed from the game,
Interesting.
which makes no goddamn. A lot of the move sets now don't make any goddamn sense. Like now there's some Pokemon that can learn moves where it's just like it takes you out because it's like that. No, he can't learn that. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
But like that was already an expectation you had for the game, right? Like things were going to be not
No,
like things you couldn't do
I
already in
yeah.
other games.
Well, though, like that removing moves and like Pokemon not being available, that's totally new to this game.
Right. But you knew that, right?
I knew that going into it.
Right.
Yeah.
So were those already part of your bad list then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So for
like,
the other
that's
things
on
though,
here.
I
Yeah.
can see how that takes away from the gameplay because it's not like the other ones, but like are the other things like just kind of
Well, like here's an example.
okay.
Experience. In previous games, experience initially it was like the only Pokemon that gets experience from battling is the Pokemon that you used, or if like only the Pokemon that were part of the battle got experience. And there's an item called the EXP share, where you could give it to a Pokemon and it doesn't have to participate in the battle, and still gets like a share of the experience. Um, and then starting in 2013, they edited the item so that every Pokemon in your party gets a share of the experience, but you had the option to turn it off. They were like, if you think this makes it too easy, you want to play like traditionally, you can turn this feature off. But starting in the 2018 game, they changed that to it's just a permanent feature and you can never turn that off. It's just how the game works now. Yeah. And now
They said fuck you for that.
yeah,
Damn.
as someone who uses that feature,
Yeah.
I'm still like, what about the people who don't?
You're like, hey,
Yeah. It's like,
I was using that.
it's like, what if I want to turn it off? It's like,
That's a weird. I feel like that's a weird thing to. I don't know. I don't get a lot of this. like,
Yeah.
like who brought that up and was like, yeah, let's do it. That sounds like a good idea.
That's the thing. It's like, it makes you wonder, like, how did those meetings go where someone suggested that and everyone was like, yeah, totally, let's do that. Yeah. It's like every generation they like think the people that play the games are just bigger and bigger babies. They're like, oh, like
Trying to simplify things.
yeah. I think there was an
Give
interview.
you less freedom.
I didn't think there was an interview where one of the producers like said that like, oh, kids these days, like he started a sentence like that, and you can imagine where that went.
So it's like they're still trying to appeal to like a younger audience versus the people who've been growing up on those games.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, which is fucking
I
annoying.
see.
Because it's like the previous games just didn't hold your hand, and it feels like they're trying to make it like too easy for you now. Like, I don't know. Not to say that these games are like you can breeze through them, but like it's like some things it's like why like
You're like, I wanted to do the work for this.
Yeah.
The extra steps.
it was never an issue.
Yeah.
Like
There's just that one asshole, like in the company, like in the meeting room, doing a slideshow. Where it's like, here's all the things that bother me personally, and then everyone else was like,
our fans are babies.
Yeah.
They're into Fortnite. They're into
Fortnite.
Minecraft.
Oh, they really are. My nephew is super into like Fortnite, and maybe not so much Minecraft, but it's like I don't know a lot of younger kids that are still super into Pokemon or like other games like it. I feel like it's all about the newer games anyway.
Yeah.
So like, why are they pandering to that?
Because they want to get that audience back, I guess.
But you're still here. The original audience is still here.
I know.
I'm gonna have a word with them.
Mr. Junichi Masuda, let's have a fucking talk.
Sit down. Yeah. You want anything? You comfortable? Yeah. I got some things I want to discuss with you.
I'm not gonna go through this whole list. I'm basically saving this for when I eventually make my review of the game.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, but again, I'll admit, I'm having more fun than I was expecting, but I will not take back any of the shit I gave this game. And of course, I still get one of my favorite Pokemon come January, and so that's always a plus. That's where that was the end of that. That was the end of that topic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still wish that there were like games that I was like into and like kept being into.
Mm-hmm.
But I really was just playing with my brother's scraps.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, this is fun right now. I'm not going to think about this ever again.
Again, I'm telling you, if you got a Switch, dude, I feel like you'd discover some shit.
Maybe.
Sonic Mania. I feel like you'd love Sonic Mania.
I love Sonic. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I'm just scared it would be a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean...
I already like can't dedicate time to things that I want to do anyway. Mm. And that could either become one of those things that I don't dedicate time to, or I dedicate too much time to.
Yeah, fair. But I'm just saying, you never know.
There's no happy medium with me either. I'm just at either side of extremes. But anyway.
What do you got? What do you got for me?
A lot of these I'll table because they're more not this holiday themed. So I'll just pick a random one from one of these. Dill.
That's me.
What is your most embarrassing memory?
In general?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I shat my pants in 4th grade. That's where my fear of smelling bad comes from. That's why I coat my body in Old Spice.
Oh my god.
Everyone in high school was like, "Dill, you smell amazing." I'm like, "Thank you. Please validate
Holding
me."
Back tears.
Please validate me. Please tell me I smell good.
Oh my god. I feel like something like that happened to all of us. Actually, I think I had this conversation with my coworkers, and that's subconsciously why I wrote it down. It was a while ago. We literally like all had the same story from like the same point in our lives. So I'm just convinced everyone went through this at around the age of... How old are you in like 3rd grade?
8.
That's what I think. I think everyone had the same thing happen to them. Or maybe just coincidentally, all of us that were talking about it did have the same thing going on.
You got me in suspense, Hayley.
So, it was in 3rd grade. We were all sitting around the carpet, because you still did that then. I guess we were still small enough to do that.
Maybe around the cutoff point. I remember doing that in 4th grade.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
Definitely not 5th grade.
We grew up in 4th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had... Wait, was it... I believe it was 3rd grade. Okay. I liked my 3rd grade teacher. Didn't like my 2nd grade teacher. Fuck you, Miss Freeman. Fuck you.
Oh, dude, she's an avid listener.
She might be dead. I don't know. She hated me. She hated my brother, and I'm pretty sure my sister had her too. She didn't like any of us. I don't know why. She was like one of the only teachers that ever like called home on me, and I'm like, I literally didn't fucking do anything. And my mom was like, Hayley? You're talking about Hayley? I don't think that's right. I think you need to, like, because it just wasn't me. But we were sitting there doing whatever the fuck, listening to a reading or whatever, practicing whatever bullshit. And I don't know if I wasn't allowed to, like, go to the bathroom or not, or what my situation was, or if I was just trying to get away with it. I needed to fart so bad. And I thought, I was like, I'll be sneaky about this. I'll, like, let it go in, like, little bursts with no sound, because you know how well you can control that as an 8-year-old. Dylan, when I tell you,
I'm preparing for it.
When I tell you, this was like, to this day, the loudest fart I ever did. I swear to God, I levitated a little bit from and there was no denying that it was me, but I still looked around like, who did it?
I'm imagining when you made a noise like, ah!
I don't even know if I could process. I don't think I could make both noises at the same time.
Dude, have you seen the clip of the guy being like, it was like, when you need to fart, just like,
Yeah.
no, he breaks a glass. He was like, just break a glass if you need to fart, and he basically he lets the glass like shatter, and then he lets out like a 3-second long fart.
I've seen variations of that though, where people go like, and then let it go. I don't think I tried to save myself at all. I just genuinely thought that it was not gonna make noise, and oh my God, I wanted to die so bad. And I think that's why to this day I like do not fart in front of anyone.
Yeah, I
like
no.
even my parents, like the people that I'm most comfortable with, like whose vagina I came out of.
Both your mom and your dad.
Yeah, both of them. It's a team effort, you know. You can't have one without the other. But yeah, I don't fart in front of them. And it's like, I know no one cares. And like people that I've been friends with for a long time who do fart in front of me, I don't care. But I care if it's me.
I still give my friends shit if they fart in front of me.
I don't care. Most of them do. And I'm like, bro, I couldn't care less. But I'll never do it. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's because of that one time.
It's always Miles.
Is it?
It's always Miles.
I can see that.
It used to be real bad because he's lactose intolerant. He would down ice cream. And
he said, "Y'all ready for this?"
I'm like, I'm gonna hate you in like 2 hours.
He's like, I'm gonna hate me in 2 hours.
Never failed.
I could never. Can you imagine being lactose intolerant?
I mean, I'm sort of lactose intolerant. When you get into your 20s, it kind of just happens.
You just become lactose intolerant?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No, I haven't.
That's the thing.
There's a threshold in your 20s where you just like can't stand milk anymore?
Well, it's varying degrees for everyone, but yeah, basically.
Cheese. Well, fucking love cheese. I woke up from my nap yesterday and was like, ice cream. And I did. I
have not like just downed some ice cream in a while. Usually it's the easiest is like either vanilla or chocolate. Anything else is just...
Mine was cookie dough.
You know, actually, lactose intolerance...
Evolutionary thing?
Yeah, well, the ability... the enzyme that allows us to break down other animals' milk, it's one of the most recent developments in human evolution. In fact, I don't even think it's 10,000 years old.
It's so good, though. I don't like drink milk or anything, but like cheese, oh my God.
That's the reason why like most people of African descent don't have that enzyme. That's why most of them are lactose intolerant, because
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
I never asked.
Yeah. Like pretty much like no one of African descent. It was kind of like it was a later thing. It kind of developed later on from like the people that branched out of Africa who like, I don't know why the necessity to like drink other animals' milk came about, but it helped. It really did. I mean,
who was sucking on a cow titty and was like, "Hey, this tastes good"?
It must have just been someone that's like yanked on it.
Why?
Well, we knew that. Well, I mean.
How come no one was like that about breast milk?
Well, we were about breast milk. We knew that women produced milk.
Yeah, but how come they don't sell that?
Because it's weird.
Why?
I mean, you can buy it.
I would taste
milk.
it. I'd try it.
From what I hear, it doesn't taste good. Like
where are you hearing it from?
The internet, TV shows, like prank shows, like Impractical Jokers. They made Sal drink breast milk.
It can't taste that bad.
If you want to try breast milk, dude, I can't stop you.
I will.
Anyways, We knew that it wouldn't take a lot of intelligence for someone to be like, that looks like the nipples on a woman, but on an animal. I wonder if milk comes out of that. And then they tried it, and they're like, it does. It does.
It do. It really do.
Guys, check this out. I'm making the motion of milking an udder. And then they tried it, and they're like, oh, well, fuck, we got this giant animal here. It produces all this, like, liquid that we can drink.
And they said, delicious.
Oh, nutritious. Fuck.
My bones feel strong.
The skeleton inside me is getting more powerful by the day.
I don't think I'll be able to contain him any longer.
Do you know how cheese was discovered?
Oh, no. I've never thought about it, actually.
You might not like the story.
I won't.
So it was...
I'll still eat it, though.
It was I believe the Mongols. You know the Mongols,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yeah.
I'm just listening intently.
Okay, well, so they would have their little, like, you know, like leather things of goat's milk on their belt, and
I don't like where this is going.
they would mix a little bit of goat's blood in it.
Oh,
I think it was a preservative.
no.
But it turns out that the motion of galloping over very long distances causes the milk to curdle and form cheese.
And they said, tasty.
Yeah, they were like, someone give me a Ritz cracker.
Spread it on there.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
Genghis Khan was like, quick, give me a charcuterie board.
Shark coochie board.
Give me that coochie board right now. Oh, fuck. This is my Genghis Khan roleplay. Oh, fuck, a cheese. Oh.
That's what you got the accent down and everything.
Dude, thanks. I've been practicing. But yeah, I learned that like 5 years ago.
I don't like that.
Weird as fuck. Well, it's the sausage principle, dude. All right, I just want to say real quick. At work earlier today,
You're doing great.
I had a pair of like sunglasses, or like protective glasses, and I didn't know like what item number they were. So I went to my boss and I was like, do you know which one of these are, or something like that? And I was like, you know, like all the item numbers for the mugs just by looking at them, and there's a lot of mugs. She was like, well, mugs are easy. Like the glasses all look the same. And I was like, first off, the mugs will look the same. Secondly, that's very racist. How dare you say that? But okay, I just want to get my last two topics out of the way real quick. I'll make them brief.
Go for it. I'm ordering online.
All right, a couple quick things. First off, To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
That famous show from like 15 years ago, where the beautiful man Chris Hansen. That's a show where they lure internet predators to a sting house, and he's like, "Why don't you take a seat?" And then he interviews these men. And okay,
These scumbags.
absolute trash human beings. They were asked a bunch of times, like, how come there was never any women caught in the show? And their answer is basically, wasn't for lack of trying. So typically, women prey on children in like their circles.
Yeah.
And like the family friends, stuff like that. Men prey on children outside of their circles.
Not always.
Not always. Yeah, I know. Not always.
Some people got creepy uncles.
Yeah. There are some horror stories from this show, dude. And I'm bringing it up because recently I discovered that Chris Hansen has a podcast where he goes back and he just talks about a bunch of these predators. Every episode is like a half hour long. It's dedicated to one predator. He goes into like leading up to catching them, their arrests. Most of the time, some of the guys didn't get arrested, and like the earlier investigations, what happened to them after the arrest, where they are now. A lot of them are dead. Because 15 years have passed, and there are a lot of like older guys. A few of them basically committed suicide after getting caught by the same way. They stopped taking their meds and just let themselves wither away.
Sheesh. What's the name of the podcast?
Have a Seat with Chris Hansen.
Have a Seat. That's right. Yeah. I remember that.
I mean, you can find most of the clips of the show on YouTube, And if you have the stomach for it, I highly encourage anyone listening to go watch those clips. I mean, it's absolutely bizarre. Like these men, the shit that they say, the shit they admit, the shit they do. There were two separate men who showed up naked.
Knock, knock, here I am.
They get undressed in the garage and they come in, and Chris Hansen walks out with a towel and he's like, "You want to explain what you're doing here?" One of my favorite ones was they're on the beach, and Chris Hansen confronts this guy, and at one point the guy's like, this is actually noted as like fans note this is one of the times Chris Hansen got like the most aggressive.
I know. Don't you always wish that he would just like slap the shit out of these dudes?
Seriously, you can tell
Or
like
scream at them.
Some of those you can genuinely tell he's just like pissed at these guys. Like he's just like holding back. He just wants to be like, "What the, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you?" Like he wants to let it out. But this one, this fucking freak. He's just like.
They're all freaks.
Yeah, he's like, oh God, listen, I know this looks bad, and Chris Hansen, he laughs. He's just like, looks bad. It is bad. You came to rape a child.
Oh my God.
Like, what do you think this is?
He's like, I can explain. Like a super old sitcom.
Yeah. I can explain.
And then the laugh track plays.
Written and produced by.
This was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, there's one clip of this guy who just like the police like surround him, and he's just like standing there like trying to be cool. He's like, "Fuck you guys," and they tase him. They shoot him with like the stun gun.
Yeah.
And he goes down like screaming like a little bitch, and it's just so fun to watch that one, dude. And there's this other one where this guy like basically like he didn't go in. So the thing is, they don't have to go in the house to get arrested. Just the fact that
they show up.
No, that they solicited.
Oh.
Like on the chat room, right. They could go. The police could just go to their house whenever, but like they did.
It's just more fun.
Yeah, it's good TV. And Chris Hansen, he's completely open about it. He's like, it makes for good TV. That's
well, it did.
Yeah, and it gives us a chance to like learn more about like men like this and stuff. But there's this one where this guy who was like a known rapist, like he raped like a few children.
Jesus.
Yeah, and like they were interviewed and stuff, and he gets tackled to the ground. They break his nose and his left arm by tackling him. Yeah, and
you're like, yeah,
fuck good. And like they show him like in like being interviewed, all like his face is like bloody. And it's just like I could not feel any sympathy for you, dude. Some of the men do turn their lives around. Some of them genuinely are just sick and they need to be rehabilitated. And some of them do get rehabilitated and they do go back into society and they don't offend ever again. They get they get a good job, you know.
I learned when like in a lot of my criminal justice classes, well, even some of my soc, that it's ironic that these people turn into the monsters that they become, but it's usually due to that happening to them as a child.
Yeah. And
they just like never learn any better.
But the way that my doctor described that to me is that like it's all they know.
Right.
Yeah. It's like people who like have like parents who were like had like multiple marriages, why their relationships always fail.
Oh my God. I've said this before, everything stems from like childhood trauma.
Seriously, dude. And
it's ridiculous.
I'm starting to learn that more and more about myself.
Oh yeah, they're definitely through some conversations with my therapist. She like would keep bringing up certain like family members and stuff, and I'd be like, oh wow, yeah, I guess I see how that led into this thing. Never made that connection before.
This might be a bad way to tangent into this, but I was talking to a coworker about this a couple weeks ago. So the Bdsm test.
I'm familiar.
Yeah, I recently retook it. You know.
Same.
Yeah, I'm a bit kinkier than I was, but I've always had this idea for a more advanced version of the Bdsm test, and I feel like we might have discussed this before. So basically, you have to take this test with a partner, and you answer these questions anonymously, but like it gets like really deep and stuff, and it asks you about really like on like
Uncomfy things?
yeah, maybe more fucked up fetishes.
Okay.
But like if you and your partner are both into it, then it'll pop up at the end like, hey, you and your partner are both into like
Yeah.
this fucked up thing. But if you disagree on it, if only one of you is into it, it doesn't even show you.
Okay.
So
So you gonna make this?
I really want to.
You should.
Like
I feel like there's a lot that the BDSM test doesn't like touch.
yeah.
It's just like standard. Like
Yeah.
there's other things, man.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like say like you just like really I don't want to get into anything,
God.
but it's like fucked up things and say like you can answer confidently knowing that okay, I'm into this, and if they're not into it, then they're not going to find out I'm into this, but if they are also into this, then it'll tell us
Right.
and then we
You
can
could share
bond
that,
over that. Yeah. So I would love to make that, and I probably will make that if I ever get around to it, or like get with someone who like knows how to make like something like that. I think it'd be a cool idea.
I'd be down to take that.
Yeah, I would totally take that. I think it'd be a great way to like break the ice with your partner. The last thing I've written down, just be really quick.
Yay.
So I discovered this guy on YouTube. He's a psychologist named Dr. Grand. I forget his first name. But basically every week or so, he makes a video talking about a certain case, a certain individual or someone, a famous person, or just like a certain story. He like goes deep in like a psychological perspective, and like says like this indicates that they might have like this disorder, or like there might be like they suffer from narcissism or something like that. And like the video that I discovered him on was that woman that like.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, something like super tickled my ear.
Oh my god.
I think it was just my hair.
Jeez, freaked out.
I'm so sorry.
Yikes. But it was that one Hispanic woman that lied about being in 9/11. Do you remember seeing that?
Probably not offhand though. I'm sure I saw something about it.
Yeah, what a fucking story that thing is. But basically, he goes into like her like childhood and like basically every.
Of course.
I know. Yeah, that's what you're just saying. Like everything shows that like she craved attention. She like wanted, and so like but like the idea that she like makes up this story that she was, because he's like, there are other people who have lied about being 9/11 survivors, but she went above and beyond and said that she was. Like she suffered injuries from the plane hitting, that she saw people get killed, like she made up this like tale of survival, not just I was there and I got out. No, she made like a big deal about it and like made like a support group and stuff. Like he goes.
What a huge fuck you to like actual survivors.
100%, dude.
Jesus. Did she like get anything out of it other than like the attention? I hope not.
I don't want to say that she made any money off of it. I can't. Well,
that'd be extra fucked if she did.
She might have gotten paid if she ever appeared on like a talk show or something.
Yikes.
But even if there wasn't any money involved,
yeah, it's still shitty. Yeah, of course.
But that's not the point of why I'm bringing it up. I mean, he goes really deep into it, and I mean, he just has so much content. I was like, I can't fall down this rabbit hole right now. But there's like a lot on there. I think he has a Michael Jackson video. Honestly, I think he might.
Humans are so weird.
Yeah. So his most popular video is on a crackpot conspiracy theorist named David Icke. My favorite thing that David Icke's ever said is that the moon is a giant egg filled with reptiles.
Let me add it, right?
Yeah. He believes, the world is run by reptilians and all that bullshit. And David Icke is just like top tier crackpot. Like all like the pseudoscientists, conspiracy theorists, they cite him.
That's so crazy to me.
He's an actual insane man. And so Dr. Grand, he makes a video on him, and it's his most popular video. And it's like 40 minutes long. It's like a long video. And he was discussing an interview that David Icke did right at the beginning of the pandemic. Like I'm talking like March of 2020. And he was discussing an interview that David Icke did right at the beginning of the pandemic. And he was discussing an interview that David Icke did right at the beginning of the pandemic. And he was discussing an interview that David Icke did right at the beginning of the pandemic. Like I'm talking like March of 2020. And David Icke basically like says he spreads all this misinformation about about not the vaccine, about the virus. Talking about how it was all like a plan, and all like the typical conspiracy bullshit about COVID.
Love it.
And he started talking about how like they want to like fuck the economy up, and like they want to like kill people off. They want to like all that bullshit. And Dr. Grand, he's not like ragging on the guy. He's just basically saying like,
I would.
I know, yeah, we totally would.
He stays super professional though.
Yeah, the entire time he's just
Good
like,
for him.
He's like, this is a clear sign of someone who wants to feel like their sense of authority. They like people looking up to them. They have no qualms with sharing misinformation with no sources cited. They're like, he's just like a typical like snake oil salesman, and like, but it's like the entire video is just like really professional, just really going into like why someone like him would do something like this.
Yeah.
And I checked the comments, and it's all like 95% of all the comments were like hate comments.
Right.
So it turns out it's his most popular video because it was ravaged by David Icke's followers. The video has like mass dislikes on it, like 25,000 dislikes.
People have so much time on their hands.
Seriously, like people in the comments are going like, "What bullshit? Like, oh, you're a fucking sheep, Dr. Grand. Like, you just want to silence David Icke. Like, he was totally spot on with all of his predictions. Like, just look at what's going on in the world right now. David Icke was.
Do your research.
Yeah,
they love to say that.
Fuck, dude, I
know.
Fuck a conspiracy theorist. But yeah, it's just all these comments just like seething at Dr. Grand, and good for Dr. Grand for leaving the video up, for leaving the comments on. Yeah, he's got some tough skin. And so I left a comment saying, Dr. Grand, I just discovered you today. Most of the people in this comment section have drank the fucking Kool-Aid, and they believe in Insane Man's ramblings. I just want to tell you, I think you're spot on in this video, and please keep up the good work. Not even an hour later, he gave me a heart on that comment. And I was like, that made his fucking day. I know it did. So, don't remember his first name, and I'm too lazy to look it up right now. But basically, Dr. Grand, he's a psychologist. I recommend watching his videos if you're into like that long form content, just like digging deep into someone's psyche. I think it's really fascinating stuff, and it makes for really good background noise when you're working. That's for sure. Yeah, and also conspiracy theorists, fuck them. Just insane people. The irony is they call us sheep.
Oh yeah.
And meanwhile they repeat.
They're so easily influenced.
So
once
easy.
Something aligns with.
It makes them feel good. Yeah. It aligns with their dopamine receptors, and God, we're past the 2-hour mark. I'm not going to go on a conspiracy rant, but yeah.
I just wanted to add on to that. I never really thought about this until just now. How much do these like big following conspiracy theorists, how much do they actually believe what they're saying? Or are they just like how much of it is just keeping up with the audience that they gathered,
That's the thing, dude. I don't know.
We'll never know.
I would argue for David Icke. I feel like he believes all of it. Mm-hmm. But like there are like really big figures in like the flat earth community.
Yeah, there's got to be somewhere they're just like, if I say this, then I'll get this many views or whatever.
The recognition and the money and like
I never really thought about that. I'm just like, oh, they really be thinking that? Okay, cool. Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, maybe some of it's just for show.
Yeah, well, if you listen to some of the shit they say, it's like there's no way they can't know that what they're saying contradicts like other points they're making.
Right.
For example, have you ever heard someone say the flat earth model? There isn't a flat earth model, because their model for day and night and their model for the seasons contradict each other. Like, if you try to mix those two models together, they don't work, and they know they don't work, but they don't. That's why they'll never try. So
they're like, don't need to.
Honestly, if you ever want to look for good flat earth content, I recommend Simon Dan and Professor Dave Explains. Their content on flat earthers is very good content if you ever want to just like laugh at the lunacy of these people.
See, my dad watches like all kinds of videos like that, and I'm like, but he gets like infuriated, but he'll continue to watch it. And I'm like, you need to take a break. You need to walk away for a minute. Like, I get it. I'm glad you're not on the other side of it. Trust me. But maybe you should like not keep watching this. He just gets so mad.
Yeah, I would love to do like what they do and like take someone's video and like rip it apart and explain like why they're wrong.
Here's why this person is an asshole.
Yeah, but I don't know. I have a lot of other video topics I need to get to first before I start making like debunking and like reaction videos. But that's all I got.
Yeah, like I said, I had a few other things, but they're mostly holiday themed, not Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which I'm so fucking excited for. Yeah, y'all better eat. Y'all better eat next week.
Get fucking stuffed.
I'm coming to every one of y'all's house taking a dish.
Taking one spoonful.
I'ma eat. I'm so excited. I'm hungry. You wanna go get Taco Bell?
Let's go get some fucking Taco Bell.
All right, hell yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Next episode, 10 episodes.
Woo!
Jeez. We haven't discussed anything what we're gonna do for this episode.
No, we will though.
Yeah, it might end up just being a regular episode. Who knows?
You'll find out.
Yeah. So.
Have a happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate.
Yeah.
Hope y'all get some good food and family time.
Hell yeah. If you don't celebrate it, just enjoy.
Just have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Please don't go too crazy on Black Friday. I'm glad.
Oh my God.
This is the first year I will not have to participate in a Black Friday since I was 17.
Bro, you want to know what my shift is?
What
It's like 1:30 to 9:30.
Fuck that.
But hey, the mall will be closed on Thanksgiving, so I won't have to worry about going in at like 6 p.m. until 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that you don't get holiday pay.
I trying not to think about it because I'm so pissed.
Yeah. Since I passed the 90-day mark, I'm gonna get paid for Thanksgiving, but like just the thought that
I'm super upset about it. I'm trying not to think about it.
I was really trying to make that not sound like I was bragging about it.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's weird, and I'm seriously considering reaching out to someone, and I don't do that. But yeah.
On that, yeah. But again, let's get more positive. Yes, please enjoy your holiday.
If y'all are working, I hope you get time and a half.
Yes, I really do. And please make sure you get time to relax if you are working in retail this Black Friday.
Good luck.
Best of luck. And of course, if you're having a big family gathering, please stay safe. And if anyone's not vaccinated, please remember to punch them in the balls and or vagina.
Yeah. Or whatever no square they possess.
Yeah. Whatever they got. They got like they got like eye stalks down there like a slug. Slap those.
I hate that.
Look like a spore creature creator down there. Just give him a good whack. And with that, I don't know when episode 10 will be out. I'm hoping maybe week after Thanksgiving. It might. See, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm still planning by the 30th to get some of these videos out. So maybe episode 10 will come out after a video has dropped. Who knows?
Don't be doing too much now, sir.
Hey, now, it's all right. I'm good.
Right.
You saw the checklist?
I did.
I'm trying to divide my time up.
Baby steps.
Yeah. So, either way, either by the time next episode comes out, I'll have something to show you, or I'll be just about to have something to show you. So, Hayley, you got anything else you want to end on, or?
No.
Inspiring. All right.
Just be safe, everyone, in general, no matter what you're doing.
Hell yeah. And thank you for listening. All right. Taco Bell?
Please.
All right. Have a great one, guys.
Bye. Love you.